Thanks so much for joining us here on this Monday at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. We are moments away from an official change in plea from former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll. It was scheduled to happen about an hour ago, but he's not the only one in court today related to his case. So here's what we do know. Special Prosecutor Rick Hurdle told us Knoll will be admitting guilt to crimes he's committed today. We're also expected to learn when he'll be sentenced. For years, Knoll ran New Chapel Fire and EMS, which did business publicly for Utica Township Fire and EMS. Investigators say during that time, he and his family members spent millions of dollars on Utica Township Fire and EMS credit cards for things like vacations, dining, and child support payments. Knoll was ousted from the company months after his arrest. He's now facing 31 charges, including theft, tax evasion, corrupt business practices, ghost employment, and official misconduct. Also in court today was a current police officer and Councilman John Miller and former Councilwoman Brittany Faree. Both were arrested and charged on Friday in relation to the Jamie Knoll case. Both Faree and Miller charged with official misconduct. Investigators say Knoll provided both of them with trips paid for by using Utica Township Volunteer Firefighters Association funds. Miller is accused of voting to approve funding for New Chapel EMS as a councilman without disclosing his conflict of interest. Faree and Knoll both share a child together. An ISP accused her of accepting more than $100,000 in child support payments from those same funds. During today's hearing, both pleaded not guilty. Special Judge Larry Medlock set Miller's bond at $3,000 and ordered him to stay in the area and have no contact with anyone else involved in the case. Faree's bond is set at $3,500 with those same terms. Our focus investigator Travis Breeze, as well as senior reporter Isaiah K. Martinez, both in the courtroom right now. We'll hear from them coming up later in our show. Meanwhile, Knoll's wife and daughter are also facing felony charges in the case. Misty and Casey Knoll charged with theft and tax evasion. They're both out of jail on bond and have pleaded not guilty. Casey's trial was originally scheduled for August 20th, but the judge overseeing that case granted a request to delay it. A new date has not been set, but we know Misty's trial is expected for October. This is happening as the Utica Township Fire is suing New Chapel Fire and EMS, which Knoll used to run. Back in May, the Indiana Attorney General filed 2 civil suits against Knoll, one for misappropriation of Clark County Sheriff's Office funds, the other for $3.1 million worth of funds at Utica Township, as well as New Chapel EMS. Today, there will be a motion to intervene hearing on the second suit on behalf of Utica Fire that's set for 1 o'clock this afternoon. There is a lot when we talk about this case. It's hard to follow. Sometimes our focus team has been following it since the beginning, and you can watch our entire coverage by clicking on the Focus Investigations tab right now on the WHAS homepage. Henry County EMS has issued an urgent public health alert after multiple children on a specific high blood pressure medication started having adverse side effects. The EMS deputy director says he's confident this incident was isolated to a prescription for clonidine oral suspension filled at the MedSave in Eminence, but is actively investigating the source of the bad batch. The medication is used to treat a lot of kids with ADHD. So for now, if you've received clonidine from this location, do not give it to your child. If you already have, symptoms to look for are unresponsiveness, unexplained crying fits, a slow heart rate, a low breathing rate, and pinpoint pupils. Henry County EMS says it will make sure everyone with the affected lot number is notified immediately upon obtaining more information. Metro Louisville has seen more than 300 shootings this year. That's according to the Louisville Metro Gun Violence Dashboard. Tired and frustrated advocates and community members joined in prayer at the Chickasaw Park this weekend to plead for an end to it.
As we've been seeing over the past couple of years, that violence has been happening all through the city.
Everybody wants to go out and enjoy themselves. Nobody wants to, be dodging bullets.
Local advocate and activist Sir Friendly C organized the vigil Saturday. It's the third one since a mass shooting at the Russell nightclub in June that killed 1 person and injured 7 others. He called on the entire community to work together to find solutions to gun violence in the city, and that includes working with police who say the current officer shortage makes changes difficult.
We're increasing patrols in those areas where we've seen an increase in violence. We are short-handed, so we get there when we can.
In April, the department said it was short almost 300 officers. The city has put $400 million toward public safety in its budget, with funds for Metro Police to retain and recruit personnel. It's the first day of class for students at the University of Kentucky, and in a major shift for this school year, UK is dismantling its Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. This comes after state lawmakers proposed limiting the DEI practices at public universities during the last legislative session. The move failed when the GOP supermajorities in the House and Senate could not agree on which version to choose. UK's move could be seen largely as preemptive because lawmakers are expected to bring that proposal back during next year's session. President Dr. Eli Capilouto said UK's core values are the same despite the change.
We are called upon to create and nurture an environment where everyone feels welcome and supported on a campus that truly feels like and functions as one community.
Capilouto also said no jobs will be lost. Positions housed in the closed Office for Institutional Diversity will be shifted elsewhere, including the newly created Office for Community Relations. Students at Anchorage Public Schools also returned to the classroom today. The start of school was delayed by nearly 3 weeks after mold was found in the buildings following heavy rain in July. Superintendent Karen Solis said to make up for the delay, the district plans to eliminate half days in its calendar. The last day of school will remain unchanged, set for May 30th. A lot of news to get to today, Sam.
Yeah, how exciting. It's going to be a pretty hot day, of course, the first day of school for some districts, and Mother Nature kind of reminding us that summer's still here.
And that haze over the skyline right now. We do have an air quality alert, you said.
We sure do. Code orange. So not for the general public. This is for those of you that do have asthma or a lung condition. Quick heads up out the door so far as we've hit the lunch hour. We are noticing temperatures easily resting in the middle to upper 80s. We're going to be clocking in at 94 in Louisville today. The airport already at 89 degrees as we get you close to the noon hour. 91 in downtown, 88 in Sellersburg, Indiana. And we do have that southwest wind, very light, but again, south wind carrying in and transporting very hot temperatures. Quick heads up, of course, today, the feels like temperature is really not going to be too different than the actual temperature. The reason why we're going to be lacking humidity today. So we'll be a dry heat for the Ohio Valley, and there's that air quality alert a little bit closer. So again, this does go until the course of the day today and going into the night tonight as well. Bullitt County included, Oldham County, as well as Clark and Floyd counties, and all of our southern Indiana spots are included in this air quality alert. Again, it's for ozone pollution. That's to blame here for the air quality alert posted. I do want to mention tomorrow and Wednesday, along with extreme heat, there's a weather impact alert day posted for both afternoons because we're going to be noticing daily record high temperatures in jeopardy. So we're going to be pinpointing tomorrow around noon through the 8 p.m. hour for high heat. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay inside, and ride out this heat wave that's going to be underway. I'll be talking more about what our feels like temperatures will be looking like with this heat blast in a few more minutes, Brooke.
Thanks so much, Sam. The Chickasaw Park Pond is back open today. It was closed for an entire year while it received $2.5 million worth of upgrades. Visitors are invited to kayak or canoe and this fall go fishing. Our Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester talked with people in the neighborhood about what these renovations mean to their community.
All the way they redone it is beautiful. It's totally different from what it used to be like.
Jeroy Hayden says he grew up coming to Chickasaw Park. So did the generation before him.
You know, my father used to come down here and sit all the time.
The historic park in the West End has been open for over 100 years. Now, a $2.5 million project to renovate the pond is complete, inviting the community to kayak, canoe, and fish in West Louisville's only recreational use standing body of water.
This park needs the investment. This park needs to feel like a park that you see in any other part of town.
Metro Council member Donna Purvis played a big role in getting the budget passed in Metro Council. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources is stocking the pond with bluegill, catfish, and other species of fish this fall.
It's been a long time since you can actually come out here and fish and catch something, so to hear this is going to be open and stocked It's a lot of people very interested.
But fishing will be catch and release at first before fish are tested for safe consumption.
But in the meantime, this kayak launch, it's ADA accessible and an easy way to explore the pond.
It was super cool to be able to see the looks on people's faces as they got into the water.
Katie Cooks with Louisville Parks and Recreation says there's still more to be done in the 61-acre park. In Chickasaw, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
This project was part of the West Louisville Outdoor Recreation Initiative. It's set to bring more improvements to surrounding parks in West Louisville in the future. More coming up from Jefferson County, in Clark County, Indiana, in just a few minutes.